We are back, and we are looking at the second half of the first day of building with our work surface, the newly developed student work building surface. I'll just call it student work surface. And so we are just in a great spot of this project. We have all the We have all the wood we need here. These are our wall pieces, and then these are our joists. I think that they're scale model 2x4s and 2x. I don't. I'm just going to be real. I don't know what they are because the instructions are very poorly written. But they probably are scale model 2x4s and scale model 2x6s. That's my guess. But don't hold me to it because I don't know. If the instructions were better, then I would know for sure. But I will have to do some math, and once I do the math on the proportions, then I will be able to let you know. So let's see. I could try to do that now. I don't think I want to waste the time. I can crunch the numbers outside of class. So I have some notes. So I'm gonna go down here really quickly, and I see here are my notes. All identical size parts should be cut from one pattern. All ends must be cut clean and square. Sole plate from door. Cut sole plate from door opening after nailing wall to subfloor. Fire stops optional as building codes require. Before gluing, check all walls for square. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that back up. And then I'm going to point out that we are on sheet 1 of 3. There are some cuts to make on the first page, but I just don't think that that's the best page to start on. So here we go. The first two pieces are the top plate here and the sole plate here. They are held with 3 nails, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I put in the first 2 full-length studs over here and over here, and we have the rest of them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're also going to hold those in 1 nail here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to mark some pieces with my master. This is my master. I've written the word master on it. I know it's very hard to see, but I hold the piece of wood like this on top of the other piece of wood. I hold it firmly, and I make a mark. So I can see that line right there. Okay, that's 1. I need to do 5 of these. Okay, here's my second one. I'm holding it here, and here I'm rubbing with my finger, and these are flush together. And I'm making a mark here, flipping it around, and doing the same thing on the other side. Making a mark there. There, I'm going to get 2 out of that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I need 4, 5. So I'm going to draw from my lumber pile, and I'm going to go over here, 4, and 5. And this is the way that I mark all my lumber off of my master. So all of my studs come out the exact same length. And so maybe the best thing to do is use the pen and write master on this. Master. Okay, now I'm going to just put the master back over there so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to carefully take out my razor blade and the cutting surface. And I just, let's see, where should I work? I need to work a little bit outside of the area here. Rocking back and forth gently and pressing down with the razor blade. There we go. If you get into the piece of wood and it's not going all the way through, I rotate it up on end and then I press through. That usually gets me all the way through without having to force it down with too much force. Remember, this is extremely sharp, so you should be very careful with your sharp tools like this razor blade. Put the extra pieces in the side here. There we go. And put your razor blade back in and your cutting surface back in that little cubby, this little recess here. I think it's great to be able to keep that down there, and it's below the surface here, so you won't run into it. Okay. So let's take a look at what we've cut. We've cut 5 pieces and they're nearly identical, but they do have some rough parts where we cut them with the razor blade. That's where the sandpaper comes in. So I can sand a little bit. Sand a little bit more. Be gentle when you're doing this, because if you sand too much, then it won't go in. It will go in too loosely. Okay, now there are some spacers here, and as I work my way across, I want to see, okay, that's about the right size, so I'm just going to use this one, and the spacers are not as critical as the other pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 more spacers just to show you where the spacers go. So there's one, and there's another one. The spacers I'm going to just drop in there, 1, 2, 3, and then those are going to allow me to put this next piece in. So here's I have my next piece, and I've already sanded this next piece, and it looks like that. Now, this is just something I'd like to draw your attention to. Although all my pieces are aligned very well, putting this next piece in and having the spacers here, the spacer is the most important, so that sometimes pushes this piece that I'm putting in next, this piece, it pushes it a little bit to the right, which is not a problem. So let's slide that back, boom, 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 and let's go on to the next one. So I have my next ones to work through, so let's see where I'm at here. Sanding. Sanding. Nice and snug, and it's in there. Great. You want it to be snug, but not too snug. Maybe that's a little too tight. Just a little bit more, and I think that'll do it. Oh yeah, that's it. It's snug, but not so much that when you put it in, it pushes out, it pushes up and it pushes down, okay? On the top plate and the sole plate. So that's number 2. And then here we go. Oh, this one just went right in. Nice. Okay, 3. That was awesome. Let's go with number 4 here. Nice, that one's in. And my last one here, this is just a little bit of sanding will do it. If they're snug, they hold themselves firmly into the position that we're trying to get them into. So these are going to be the full-length studs, and we're going to nail these in next. So we're going to put a nail here, here, from this angle, here, 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 and from the top, here, 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 and here. To hold these pieces in, I'm going to do a diagonal nail here, here, and here. Okay, so that's where we're going next. So let's do it. I'm already a little concerned about how many nails I have, but since it's not a full house model, it's just a corner, I think we'll be okay. So I'm using the needle nose pliers to start putting the nails in. Okay. These I put diagonally so they don't stick out and poke me later. This is really tough. Some of them are going to be tougher than others to push in. So apply pressure downward. Apply pressure downward to give you some resistance. Because if you push too hard without this other hand in the game, pushing down here, if you push too hard, then this whole thing's going to move. And what I mean is the whole framed piece is going to shift off the paper, the foam, and it's going to, you're going to have to resecure it. So let's go to this next one. And this one will be a little easier to see. So I just tap it with my pencil to get it into place. Sometimes my fingers don't fit right inside where I'd like them to. And then we're going to get the next nail. Here we go from the top, pushing down with these 2 fingers, driving the nail in, following up. Next nail from the bottom, holding firm, pushing in, following up. Next, it's going pretty quickly now. From the top, there. That's it. It's nice and aligned. So I'm going to hold down with these 3 fingers and push in from the top. Get another nail. Holding firmly down with these 3 fingers. Now I'm pushing in. There we go. Holding down with these 2 fingers. One of the nails just jumped out of my pliers, which is why you're wearing safety glasses when you're doing this process, because the nail could pop out and jump into towards your eye. I'm not happy with that, the alignment there. No. There. And from the bottom. Okay, this looks like it's gone really great, and all the pieces are secure, top and bottom, all the studs, the full length studs. And where I like to go next is to the header. The header, then the cripples, and then the trimmers here. So let's take a look at that header. The header looks like it's also one of the normal pieces that we're using for the studs. So I'm just going to try to take something I already have and use it. Nope, nope, nope. All these are too short. So these are called shorts, and the shorts we always put into our little plastic bag when we're done for the day. But I think we can just leave them here in the tray on the side, and then that will be okay for us for now. So I'm pretty happy with the way that this organizer is working out. So for the headers, need some more wood. Okay, so grab another piece, put that piece into your, sometimes these are a little rough, so I like to sand them first so that they're smoother and exactly 90 degrees. And then here is where I'll mark, and I always mark just a little bit over. And now it's time to do a cut. So I'm gonna come over here, do a cut, and then check. Yep, it's still not the right size. Sand it ever so slightly. Is that fitting? Okay. So I believe what we're gonna have to do here is laminate these. So I think what we'll do is do 3 of these. So this will be our new master for this header. I'm not going to write on it though, because there's less of these, and these could be different sizes throughout. So I'm going to simply mark the way that I've been doing, cut there, and then go on the other side here and cut another one here. I think I'm going to need 3. If this is what I'm thinking. If what I'm thinking is right, then I'm going to need 3. Okay, I put my razor blade back in its little parking spot so that it is ready for me next time I need it. And let me make sure, is this right? No, sanding. Those all look like they're in the right spot, but we don't put them like this, okay? That's not the way it goes in real life. We put them like this. We stack them. And normally you would get a full-size piece that's just for that. In California, we use 4x6s for the top there. And I've even seen bigger pieces used. I will take some pictures of a project that I'm working on to show you a better anatomy of this. Okay, so I would have to nail these together. We'll cover that next class. So this is a good place to pause. I'm just going to clean up my little space here. Tools, put my tools away, and if I have any pieces out, then I can put them away. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this segment of our video on our build of the corner scale model house cutaway.